y'all don't have this book, but like I said, we're going to talk about some scriptures. I didn't even get there. I thought I would be at the scripture by now and done. But, you know, the ancestors of the spirit said something else. In Muada Ashby's version of the Per Em Heru, also known as the Egyptian Book of the Dead, or the Book of Coming Forth Day by Night, page 29, it says, and follow me. And this is what I mean when I said it's not Brother Ausar saying. Let's see what our ancestors have laid down for us and our elders. Human life is a process in which a human being experiences various situations, ranging from pain and suffering to happiness and pleasure. Between the time span of birth and death, from a, he says, yogic point of view, because he practices yoga, but let's just think about a philosophical point of view. All human situations are painful because they are distractions from the true source of bliss and abiding. Y'all got that?
Yeah, got you.
Happiness within the heart. Let me back that up so I can read that all in one sentence. All human situations are painful because they are distractions from the true source of bliss and abiding happiness within the heart. Sounds better? Attachment to objects and relationships outside of oneself seems like the normal cause of human life. Y'all with me? But the masses of people adopt this mode of existence out of ignorance. Y'all get that? What happened? Y'all say y'all got it, so what happened? What's going on here? Let me say it again. See, I'm going to test you. Don't tell me that you got it and you didn't get it. Human life is a process in which a human being experiences various situations ranging from pain and suffering to happiness and pleasure. Between the time span of birth and death, from a yogic point of view, all human situations are painful because they are distractions from the true source of bliss and abiding happiness within the heart. Attachment to objects and relationships outside of oneself seems like the normal cause of human life, but the masses of people adopt this mode of existence out of ignorance. So you got that? So what is it saying?
I don't agree with it.
What is it saying?
It says things come in moderation.
It says things of...
And if you get physically attached to things, but it's everything is not just for the attainment of tangible things, but to experience the spiritualism within itself.
I think that's what you got. You know what? Give that brother a round of applause. I ain't gonna...
So, abstract, a 5-footer, you got that one. Took it all the way up the steps. It's right there at the door.
Is at the door. So that's what it's saying, brother.
Okay.
It's saying that if you attribute that success or happiness outside of yourself, then you will be disappointed every time. Anything. If that is a relationship, if that is money, if that's your car, you will be disappointed every time. Because things come and go. We start off saying, what is a season? Who said that earlier today? There's a season for everything. Right?
Oh, yeah. Season for everything.
Ignorance of their... So if they had knowledge of the deeper self within, there would be no need to seek personal fulfillment through worldly achievements. Is that what you were saying, Baba? Worldly possessions or worldly relationships either. This endless search leads every ignorant human being to engage in various situations and entanglements, which invariably leads to pain, suffering, and frustration. A mature human being discovers that ordinary human life cannot satisfy the inner need of the soul because it is unpredictable and transient. There's going to be some stress. And if you don't think so, you are fooling yourself. If you think that everything is peaches and cream, life is going to be easy, there's not going to be any roadblocks in the way, you are fooling yourself. What, one thing I like about the church is they have, even in their indoctrination, it can keep a person that can't control their own mind sane. They say there's a devil on every level. They say the devil is a liar. That is to put them, what is it called, y'all? That is when you have those in your mind, they have been inculcating these things in your mind. These are what you call defense mechanisms, right? And people who give you defense, people who are operating under defense mechanisms don't even realize that they are. These things are keeping many people sane. I even myself question if everybody is made to be awakened. Because once you awaken someone, they now have to manually keep themselves going. Y'all understand what I'm saying?
Yeah, I do.
If you don't have that lie there, or it's not even a lie, if you don't have this mysterious story there to keep you sane, and you can't do that for yourself because you can't do it for whatever reason, then I question if everybody is supposed to be awakened. It's just like they say religion is baby food, but everybody is not made to graduate to the next level. Some people just got to eat baby food because without that, it would be no them. I remember Dr. Ray said one time a brother told him in his congregation, said, Doc, people have to wear that mask because if they took the mask off, there wouldn't be anything behind it. Rashay?
True. That's that true.
So, this endless search leads every ignorant human being into engage in various situations and entanglements again, which invariably lead to pain, suffering, and frustration. Asha? If you can't control it yourself, you'll be frustrated. If you don't kick that message to your mind that says, man, it's going to get hard even though it's good. Because if you don't tell yourself already that it's going to get hard, or this may not be here, if you fool yourself to believing that this is how life is going to be, something's going to come and swoop the rug from right under you. Asha? So, when you expect these things to happen, do what you can while you can. Prepare for those times. Mentally, maybe financially, and whatever. Because sometimes, no matter how much you prepare, it doesn't even really matter all the time. Sometimes, I don't care how much you think you financially prepared yourself, you probably can't get over that. That hump was too high. And you probably had to start all over again. Ashe? A mature human being discovers that ordinary human life cannot satisfy the inner need of soul because it's unpredictable and transient again. So that means that everything that you may see may be temporary. Sometimes even in relationships, it's wonderful to see people around here, right? It's wonderful to see people. They may not be here. You understand?
That's true.
And that right there can crush your spirit. I had a conversation with Brother Sankofa when he first came aboard. You remember? I said, brother, the people that you think are going to be here, they probably won't be here. Especially the ones you think that are closer to you. And the reason why I said this to him was to inculcate into his mind a defense mechanism to prepare him for what was to come. Because some people can't handle that if they don't already know that. You got what I'm saying? And sure enough, he came back to me and said, brother, you were right. You were right. And so sometimes he even prepares himself a lot to say, look, you know, I only want to deal with people that's serious, you know, because some people, we can talk a good game, but I might not see you anymore. So I'm not even going to put all my time into you until you prove yourself to me. Ashe? But even after they approve, even after they prove themselves, that doesn't mean that they won't again do what they do. Ashe?
Ashe.
So what should one live for? It says in the Purim Haru, Ruai Ashu's version. It said, did not the ancient Egyptians build wondrous monuments and innovations in science, medicine, government, social order, etc.? And it said, and the answer says, they did not withdraw from the world, but they did not seek spiritual fulfillment through the world either. Y'all hear that? They did not withdraw from the world, but they definitely didn't seek full spiritual fulfillment through the world either. That means that there has to be a balance, and these things do meet. They work with one another. They understood this, but from my understanding of the physical is a manifestation of the spiritual. So you can't have one without the other. Ashe? So once you get the core right, you can then begin to manifest those things that you want to see happen. But if the core is trying to operate with the physical or on the physical, then it won't last. And it won't work. You may never reach that level because you're operating spiritually, trying to at least, with a physical understanding. Ashe?
Ashe.
Y'all saying Ashe or y'all just saying, y'all really get what I'm saying?
Ashe. Getting it.
Ashe. This is the first key to understanding ancient Egyptian culture and spiritual philosophy. This is what it says in the book. He says, you do not have to turn the television on or read a newspaper to see the miserable condition of people. You don't have to do that. He says, think about your own life. Think about it. Has there been any situation where happiness was abiding? Have you experienced any relationships with someone who never disappointed you or caused you pain? Has there been any possessions you acquired which you did not lose its power, or which did not lose its power to bring you happiness, or that you did not become bored with? Even though it made you happy to possess it in the beginning, even those people who say that they are happy with life as it is are deluding themselves into believing that the happy moments balance the painful ones. This is not true. Even the happy moments are setting you up for some painful disappointment in the future. Y'all with me? Because all worldly situations and relationships come to an end. Thus, by living in accordance with the ignorant philosophy of life, your happy moments, and when these are not possible, there's going to be disappointment and frustration. We cannot get caught up by these things. If these things it's not only, all of it is material. You know, even your own family members. Some people depend on other people so much that when someone dies, they don't have anything else to live for. Y'all know that, right? Mm-hmm. They don't know what to do because this person has been their fulfillment. It's just like the doctor. The doctor don't want to heal you. The doctor doesn't want to heal you. He wants to keep you coming back. But if that doctor can't continuously heal, if the doctor doesn't heal you, and he can't no longer put you in his therapy, then you'll die. So